Bienvenido familia de Panda Sports Plus y AAS. Me encuentro aquí con nada más y nada menos que Shayna Baszler. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I want to start talking to you about my favorite memory of yours is going to NXT. I used to study on Full Sail University, and I remember you dominating everything, being as an NXT champion. When you look back, having an amazing career in the main roster, what's your favorite thing from that run, and what are you doing right now that is thanks to that first run?
So I think I was champion at a time when the women's roster at NXT was the most talented it had ever been. I still hold to that. There was that black and gold locker room while I was champion was unbelievable. Every match was like a pay-per-view match. So I'm really proud of that. And I think the fact that even though I lost when Rhea won the title off me, the crowd like jumping the guardrail and rushing the ring, so much so that then the locker room also came out. I think when I was on the floor in pain watching that happen, there's something to be said about like fans being so happy that the bad guy lost and the good guy won. That's like a hard thing to do nowadays. You know what I mean? Like people have stood and there's been like, oh, that was a great match, but to be genuinely like celebratory that the bad guy was vanquished, I'm really proud of that and the way we put that together and stuff.
Well, we've been seeing how much the MMA world has been connecting lately with the WWE. For someone like you who have experience in both worlds and been successful in both worlds, which one is the most difficult to become champion or become successful?
I think they're both, you can't compare the two. It's apples and oranges, you know what I mean? I think if you have success in one, you are set up nicer for success in the other. I think where people lose themselves is when they think of it as two different things. I look at the two as different versions of the same thing. When you start trying to separate, like, all right, I'm done with this stuff, I'm going to go do this totally different thing, is when you see a little bit of like, you're not transitioning well. You've seen some, Ronda, Brock, myself, you know, there's been some great crossover, but it's like, there's also been some names that you like have seen and you're like, oh, okay, I guess, you know, that have come from combat. And I think it's because those guys come in with this like, this is the other thing I do, I'm going to do this. But when you come in with the mindset like me, where it's the same thing, is where you get success.
Well, if you have me, I have you with the names of Dan Severn and Ken Shamrock at the top of the MMA mountain.
And those guys come from the same sort of school of thought that I come from, where this is the same thing. We're doing the same thing we would do in either venue. So I hold to what I say, you know.
Yeah, well, thank you for being an amazing athlete. Yeah. Thank you for all the memories. Well, that's it. Thank you, Shayna.
Thank you.